Welcome to another video. Today I'll be doing the part 2 video of how to make a website like CNN. So this is surely a must-watch challenge as I'll be delving inside HTML and CSS and showing to you the beauty of working with HTML and CSS only. So without wasting your time, let me get on to the challenge. First of all, if you haven't watched the previous video, I urge you to watch the previous video. It has got some very good working that I did there. So let's get on to it. Let's start off by creating another new section, which I shall call categories. I'll call it categories. Then after creating the categories, I'm first of all going to create another div, which I shall call news bars. News and bars. Let's create this one. Then I'm following up the model that is here. I'm trying to replicate this one. So first of all, you can see that there's a header and there's also an image. There's a header there for this content and then image there. So this is what we need. So I'm going to create an h1, which I shall give a class name of categories heading. Yeah, like this one. Then after this one, I'm going to add an image. I'll need to give it a class name, which I shall call image news and bars img. We've created another image. Let's look at by the design. Let's add this paragraph tags. Then so we are going to get paragraph tags that we shall call news and bars para. Then after creating this paragraph, I'm going to look at the structure or the next text. This is the text that I'm going to this text from here, like this text. I'm going to put it inside another paragraph, which I shall call. Let me create a div that shall wrap everything. Let me call this news and bars more headlines. So for all these, I'm going to create individual divs. They should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divs. 5 divs for all these topics of the headline. So to create those ones, I'm going to create another inside div, which I shall call, I need to give it a class name, which I shall call news and bars more headlines. And let's give it a topic. Let me call it topic. So like this one. Okay, I've created another div. So inside the divs, I only have got, by looking at this, I only have got one paragraph. So this is the paragraph that we are going to have. I won't give it a class name. I just use paragraph text. So let me multiply them by 5. Like I said, I'm going to multiply them. Let's just copy this one and let's say 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can always add another new div, another new class name. Let me call it 1. Let me call it 2. Let me call it 3. Let me call it 4. Let me call it 5. So you can see there is also another horizontal rule there. So I need to, from our previous videos, let me collect the horizontal rule that I've got here, and you copy it and let's paste it here. This is the horizontal rule that we want. Yeah, but then the most important thing is to see that this div for the news bars is similar to the one for featured, so I will need to replicate it. Let me just copy it. Okay, so let me replace this one so that I won't have confusion. Let me call it featured, like this. So now it's time to just drag our content to where it should go. Okay, let's drag the content to where it should go. Okay, so this text will go. Just time to drag the content to where it should go. Let's put the source for this image inside the images folder. We are using the image called soil.jpg, like this. Then let's drag more content for people, and let's paste it where it should go. It's going here. Then let's take another content, paste it there. Then let's collect the last text and paste it there. So let me see how the design now looks like inside my browser. Oh, there you can see. Yeah, the next horizontal lines there for the next class, div class called featured. So it's the time to minimize this one. Now let's go and open the next div. But before I go there, I need to look at the design, what is required from our work. We are also going to create another new, forget about this one that is loading this, that's a Google AdSense, add image, add advert. So we're going to add another new div, which is right here, called under spotlight there. So it looks similar to everything that is there, except you can see the difference that there is no top image and the top header. So that's the difference that we have got. So let me just copy it before I make some edits. Let me copy the featured class featured div before I make some edits. Just copy it, then we will amend it when you're doing the spotlight div. Okay, let me come here and change this one, and I'll have to give it its own spotlight. Yeah, like this one. So now let's come inside our featured class and let's do some editing for the content that is going inside the featured. Okay, so we'll start off here. Let me remove some unnecessary spacing. So let's start here and come here and we drop it there. Okay, I need to change, first of all I need to change to replace the news bars with featured. This is very important. everywhere where you know that there's news and bars, you replace it with featured, because we are inside the div featured. We are just replacing the text. It's not something that is complicated, but you can just do it. Okay, so let me continue doing. Let me add the source of our image. Inside the images folder is called, the image is called sleep. It's in the format of JPG. So now let's take the content, paste it there, drag the content. So this will be the last content. As you can see, there is no more content for the featured class, so let's drag it to the last position. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete these last two divs since there is no content there. Just delete it, and let's check a look at the changes that we have made inside our, yeah, there you can see. Now we're going for the spotlight. Okay, as you can see from the spotlight, the difference between the spotlight and the previous ones, that this top image and the heading are not there. So we need to delete these image tags and these paragraph tags, because there's nothing really there. Now let's replace spotlight on every category's text. We're done with that one. Now let's copy all the content, just cut the text, and we come here, we paste it where it should go. Let's also take this text, and we place it where here. Let's take also this text and we place it where there. Let's also check this text. Now we have run out of this. We have not run out, but the content is now finished, so I need to delete these two last divs so that we are left. Well, let's reload the page. Yeah, there you can see. Now is the time to go for our CSS styling. I'm going to style this thing to make it beautiful. Okay, where did I left it here? So we start off from this. Let's start off by styling the categories. Just copy it. Okay, and let's set display to flex. let me look at, oh, there you see, after saying display flex, we have seen the changes. Now let's go on. What are we going to style next? Let's style the news and bars, the first div. Okay, let me expand it, copy, and let's go inside our CSS. Oh, I made a mistake. Let me copy it again, and let's say margin all over to 1 rem. Then after styling this one, let me style okay, here it's retained categories. On line 173 it's retained categories heading, which is okay. Let me just copy it, which is okay. So I have to change categories heading. Okay, let's style it. Firstly, categories heading, I'm going to say font weight bold. Then let's set font size 1,2 rems. Then let's give it a background color of light gray. Let's set the margin to 1 rem. Let me have a look at the design. Okay, I want these ones to be similar, so I want it to be similar to spotlight and heading. So let me collect this class name, copy it. Let's come inside our featured and let's place it there. Let's come to spotlight, let's place it there again. We save the changes and we look at what we have done. Now there you can see it's very beautiful. We've made it similar. So nextly, I'm going to style the image, the images. I'm going to style the images. I'm going to style the images. So this is the image that we want. Just copy the class name, comma. Let's style the next one. This one again. So inside the images folder, we're going to give it a maximum width of 90%. Then also we'll set the margin to 1 rem. Yeah, there we have reduced the images. Now nextly, I'm going to start the paragraph, this one. Just copy it and we come inside our style CSS, and let's also add the paragraph for news and bars. This one again, copy it Now let's give it some properties. Font weight, let me make it bolder. Then font size, let me give it 1,2 rems. Then margin, let me give it 0,2 rems. Okay, there we have got some settings. Let's reload. There you can see we have meshed up better. Now after starting this one, let's start the featured more headlines. Okay. Let's type this class name. Topic, let's set display flex. Let me see. Okay, there's an image there. Okay, these are the images. So there are some images, so I need to come inside and let's load these images inside the featured. Okay, featured more headlines. Let's wrap everything inside what I shall call featured text, and you wrap up everything there. And let's add an image. Okay, let's give a source inside the images folder. We'll wrap everything. So let's collect the text that follows and we put it in. Okay, let me just collect the closing div and we put it right there at the closing. What did I do? I shouldn't have done that. Let me just copy it first. Copy, then paste, then paste. Now let's create some spacing to wrap up, for wrapping up everything. Please follow me carefully so that you don't get lost. So let's drag this text to the paste it. Paste it there. So you can see if we reload, yeah, there you can see now we need to insert the images that we have got. Okay, let's start by inserting the image. Cameroon, the first image it's Cameroon. It's inside the 4 images folder. Then the second image is portrait. Yeah, it's called portrait. It's inside the images folder. Then let's see how it loads. Yeah, I need the third image, this one. let me just repeat code write.jpg like this one, so you can just reload. Then yeah, then we are done with this thing. So we now need to go inside our styling CSS now. We have set this one to display flex. Okay, let's continue styling. Let's style the featured class, the featured div class, this one. This one is one I'm going to style next. Featured, let's just give it a margin of 1 rem. Then featured heading, okay, let me replace this. So let me just copy this one and come and place it there, and we just use the same style that we used there. Copy it, then after styling the featured, we now go on to style the images feature. Then once you copy the class name, then you just come here and place it there. Then the featured image, let's give it a maximum width of 90%. Then let's also set the margin of 1 rem. Let's continue styling. Let's style next. What are we going to style? We're going to style this featured paragraph. With the featured paragraph, I'm just going to use the same properties that we used on the previous one. Then after styling this one, we go on to style the div that wraps the image, this one, featured text. So come and place it there, then just say display flexi. Let's look at yeah, it's looking okay. Let's continue styling. Then after styling this one, we come and we style the featured para text. Okay, you can see that there are some gray like circles that are on there, so that means we need to place outside our horizontal row. Just cut it and place it outside the div featured. cut it and place it outside. Cut it and place it outside. Let's have a look at how it now looks like. Okay, no change. Save. Okay, let me continue styling for now, and we'll see where we are. Let's set the featured text para. Okay, this is not coming out. Okay, let's inside we have got the featured, so let me give it a class name of featured text para, like this. Then let me take this one there. Just drag this one. Then you cut off the image. Outside the div. Paste it outside the div. Then let's save this class name feature text para. Copy it, and you also give it, okay. Copy the class name correctly, and you place it. Let me have a look at how the design now looks like. Okay, let me continue styling. Let me set featured text display, then let's set the paragraph for let me start this one. Let's set the margin top 1 rem. Let's also set margin left 1 rem as well. Let's have a look at the changes that we have applied. Okay. Now is the time to style the spotlight. Let me copy it. Let's set the margin to 1 rem. Then let's say spotlight, more headlines, topic. Let's tell this class name. Let me set the margin to 1 rem. Then let's take a look at how the design now looks like. There you can see, but there are some images there, so I need to add some images inside the spotlight. I need to add images. I need to add images inside our diagram. So to add the images, we are going to create a div that is called featured text. Div dot featured text. Then inside the div featured text, I'm going to insert an image inside the image folder like this, and I'm going to collect the paragraph. So let me copy it. Let's copy it. Then we place it also on the second one. Then we place it also on the third one. Now it's just time to just drag to, first of all, identify the first image, which is called missing.jpg. Now secondly, let's just drag this. Then the next one is called, the next image is called business.jpg. Then let's just drag this content. Then the last image, let me just call it business again. There's no problem with that. JPG. Let's just now let me look at how the design now looks like inside. Oh, there you can see. There you can see, lovely, lovely, very lovely, very lovely. So let me just go on to CSS styling and see where we left. Let me style the image spots. We give the class. Wait, let's give a class name img.spotlight. Copy it and also paste it there. I just copied everything. So now let's style the image. Let's set the margin all of 0.5 frames. Also, let's take the paragraph, this paragraph inside. I'm going to give them another class name, which shall be called spotlight para. Now let's just collect this class name and paste it. Copy. One ring. that I've given it a 1 rem. So let me reload. Yes, there you can see, but I want to remove, like on the featured section, I want to remove these ones. So here's what we are going to do. So if you look at my design, you can see that I need to remove these ones, these horizontal rows which didn't come out correctly. So I'm just going to go back inside my featured and make this look a bit more. So for the first one, I'm going to remove the image on on line 213, remove it and place it on line 215. Then create another new div which shall wrap everything that is inside here, and let's drag the content here, but I want the horizontal row to be on top like this. Let me have a look at how the design will now look. Oh yes, this is better. So we are going to take the same, we're going to repeat the same thing. First drag the image into the div class featured, then nextly remove the horizontal and place it on top of the paragraph text. After that one, let's give a div that shall wrap everything. The closing div will be placed after the paragraph text. Let me reload. Yes, then lastly, the last one, we will drag this content to here, and let's place the horizontal row. I want to place it right above the paragraph text, and let's wrap the horizontal row and the paragraph text inside the div, the newly created div. There you can see. Now let me reload it. Oh, there you can see. This is lovely. This is what I want. So now I'm going to, after we have completed this one, we're going to create another new class section called take a closer. I need it. So inside here, let's create a section which I shall call take. Then inside the take, I'm going to import the div class called featured. Let me minimize things here. So that you can see what I'm saying. It take the div featured on line 206 to 261, copy it and place it there. Let me have a look at how the projects. If I reload my page, featured, let me replace the content featured. Okay, let's copy it 3 times. Let's copy it 3 times. So copy it again, second time, third time. Now let me minimize it. Yeah, like this one. So the first one, I'm now going to replace the text. So let's replace the text. Then also let me remove some unnecessary spacing. Which which might not be necessary really. Let's change the image to yo. Then after changing the image, let's also change the text for the paragraph. Control V. Let's also change the image there to sleep during. Now let me change the paragraph text. Okay, let me remove this unnecessary spacing. Then the next one, it's called improve art. Improve art.jp. Let me go on to improve art. Let me go on to restudy. Then after that one, we have got the next image is called the four. Let's check the content that is going to go there, and let's replace. Yeah, they've got done it. Now let me go on to the next, say div. Let's minimize this one. Now let's go on to the middle one. For the middle one, let me look at the design. Take a close. There's no heading there, so what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to remove the heading. There's no heading, so if there's no heading, we need to delete this one. Then we go on to the image. Head. The image is called head ID sisters. Then let's let's leave the text as it is. Okay, let's the text really is not that important. What is important is that we have got the structure. So I've changed the first image. Let me change the second image to sky resort. Then the next one is called, the next image that we are going to remove is called Nelson Quiet. So let me leave this image as it is this way. Let's reload the page. Okay, Okay, the first image failed to load. Okay, let's replace this first image by sky resort. If the image fails to load, okay, let me have a look at Cameroon days, sky, like this. So it ID sisters. Okay, so there it is, we have loaded. Now after that one, we have got a take a break. This feature div with the take a break. So let me come and minimize the second div. Let's open the next div, the following div, which okay, so I need the contents to write. Let me just delete this text. Okay, so I will start off with the heading, then the images. I'm just going to change the first image. It's not, the text really is not that important, so I'm just going to make it look, yeah, take a break. I'm going to leave the other text. I was thinking of leaving it, but okay, let me just change the text. So some people might get confused. Let's go this one, deepest. Let's go the other one, dolly patron. Dolly patron, Samaskari, like this. Let me have a look at how everything now looks like. Yeah, the images have changed. So let me go on to this one. JPEG, it's a JPEG image. So yeah, it is loaded. So we have done this. This is the what now. What is important is for me to make it to include some CSS styling. So to do that, I'm going to come inside our CSS styling. So inside our CSS styling, I'm going to say, let's start styling this one. Copy it, and you just have to place it there. Let's say display flex. Okay, what happens if we reload? Oh, there you can see, it's taking all shape. There you can see our project is taking all shape. Lovely work, eh? I like this work. I really love this work. So now I'm going to now I'm leaving it for this. These are the 2 weeks that I've done. So please wait for the next video that is coming up next, so that you can continue to watch this amazing project as we will be completing it. So thank you for watching this second video. See you in the next video that is coming out on how to make a website like CNN. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. Thank you.